Time to give the old S550 some love. We got some new wheels to put on it, new tires that we're also going to lower it with some lowering springs that we got from American Muscle. So the first things first, let's get this thing off the ground. Let's get these wheels off and let me show you guys what we're putting on. We got some XXR. I kind of forget what they were, but they are 18 by 10.5s. We're going to be putting on some of these Capricorn UHP Evolux 275 40/18s all around. So it's going to be a squared setup. So hopefully these things look good once we get them all polished up. I know this black, these things were used as drift wheels. So let's go ahead and get these things mounted up to the new tires. Get the lowering springs hooked up, and let's see what this thing looks like. I'm kind of excited. We got the old Capricorn specials on the old XXRs now. We need to get the struts out, we need to take these springs off, and then we need to put lowering springs on it. And then that is basically it. I do like to check the alignment afterwards, but obviously I will show you that. You guys won't see that on camera. But I do have an idea. She does want a rematch against the Charger since she lost. Here's a recap. All right, we're gonna do a little 20 roll action here. 20 roll. All right, here we go. All right, we'll do a little 30 roll action. Ready? Boom. See you later. See you later. See you later. You thought. So I guess I'll give her what she wants. We'll do the old 13 Charger versus the 16 Mustang and the LS Swap budget build. I'll see you guys back at the shop, ready to rock and roll against the old two cars, and let's see who's gonna be the fastest of them all. I have my hand probably on the Charger still. Lowering springs are on. This is honestly taking way too long. My girlfriend went ahead and got the lug nuts for it, so now that's ready to go. And I still gotta do the back. This is taking way too long. I've been here since 7:30. It is currently 8:30 at night, so a little bit of a day in the life for you. But let's keep rolling. We just need to do the rear. Look at her. Look, oh, she got the black ones too. She got, you know, the right amount. All right, well, she's done. It's raining. I will pick this up later when, well, A, the weather's a little bit nicer, and B, it's not 10 o'clock at night and I'm still at work. I'll see you guys soon. Well, currently, I'm taking this bad boy to the shop. We're building an exhaust today. We got a couple things fixed on it. Obviously a new windshield, and I'm making sure the hood is shut every single time. It runs and drives just fine right now, which is great. You know, I just gotta look at the cooling gauge. It's at about 160, 165, which is so good. Let's go ahead. We're gonna get to the shop, get this thing up in the air. We're gonna build our own X-pipe. I don't know how well it's gonna look, so don't make fun of it too much. We gotta go get some more gas. Let's go up to the shop, get this thing up in the air, let's see what's underneath of it. All right, right now we're trying to build the exhaust, which A, I'm not doing an X-pipe. I'm just gonna do a straight pipe design. So it's gonna sound like a damn monster truck half the time. I have these things tack welded in place. I'm gonna do a band, a U-bolt here, and then obviously take these little guys that are dumped, and they're gonna just dump right there. So this thing is gonna scream so loud, but hey, it'll be cool. Obviously, we're gonna go turbo sometime soon, but first, we gotta do the cam, torque converter. Obviously, get it tuned after that. Maybe even get it tuned with a turbo. I don't know yet. Maybe we find a good Facebook deal. But for now, this girl is getting straight piped. This is about, what, 40 inches worth of just straight narrow? What do you think it's gonna sound like?
We just took the noise from there.
Yeah. This guy. It's gonna sound just like that. Maybe we put a turbo right here? What do you think? That'd be pretty cool. Just a little rear exit turbo.
Right, that makes sense.
Well, let's go get this down. I did change the oil. The oil was a little bit on the fuely side. So hopefully that was because obviously it wasn't running right the whole time. So let's make sure we keep this thing alive for now until we do something else down the road. Oil stopped off. I tried bleeding the brakes, but I think what I'm gonna have to end up doing is actually replacing all of the calipers because I only got flow out of 2 of them, and one of them I've already replaced. I either got bad hoses or bad calipers. One of the two is causing restriction in the flow, but Lane actually said it felt a little bit better because it felt a little spongy. But let's go ahead. We're gonna start it up and hear what the straight pipe inside the shop is gonna sound like. I think you're gonna need these. No, it's an automatic. You do not need to press on the clutch. Yeah. It sounds like a straight pipe truck, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna sit there like that. Rev it up! Woo! Little race car, huh? Little race car?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Makes me want to drive a Mustang.
How you like that so far? You like that?
Cool, yeah.
Good. Yeah, it sounds like a straight pipe truck. I wonder if it's faster than her green Mustang. You never know. But I think I'm wrapped up with this. Let's go ahead. You trying to race me? You trying to race this guy? Okay. Well, I guess we're racing. Hey, don't flip me off. Hey, that's just rude. That's a bad middle finger. All right, 2016 Ford Mustang V6. This started out as a V6. Now it's a bad girl. All right. Here we go. This is just a 5.3, guys. That's got long tubes. It should make, I want to say, the same amount of horsepower. It might weigh the same, but I got a 4L80 and she's got like a 6-speed that is about 20 years newer. No, it's about 15 years newer. So you never know. Let's just find out. No more excuses. Alright, I don't think we're gonna be able to race. This thing's acting a little weird. Let's see if we can slow down. Alright, I'll take the hit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, not bad. It honestly didn't do too bad. What happened? Were you not in sport mode? She thinks sports mode it does anything. It really doesn't. But this little guy, she got her rips, okay? Not gonna lie.
That car is slow.
That's not that slow. 300 horsepower, don't kick me. 300 horsepower is not slow. This thing is just a little ripper, okay? She's just a little LS swap. She's not even tuned. Can you guys imagine this thing being tuned? How did it sound? Let's ask that.
It sounded really cool.
It sounded a lot better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because that's the one thing I wanted to know, if it sounded better. I know it's a little bit dark in here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But as you guys saw from last night's little race, I know it's not official, but that thing gapped that newer Mustang. And like I said, it's not official, but it was definitely pulling the whole time. It did not let off. We're gonna get a little bit more video of those cars racing later on, and I want to throw in the Charger to see how that matches up before it's sold, because I know you guys want some Charger content. I want to find one more car to throw in the mix. I would use Bailey's 2-valve Mustang, but he's currently in Mississippi. I think it's a little bit too dark to film. Alright boys, it's lunchtime. But back to the conversation we were having before I was rudely interrupted by the day. So let's go over a little bit of a cost comparison about the LS Swap New Edge. You got the engine. Now you can get any Gen 3 5.3, typically with the harness, the whole shebang, fully accessoried out for about 500 bucks. The 4L80. Now that is a sought after transmission for its heavy duty design. We bought ours for 500 bucks, okay? And I had no clue if it worked or not. Well, obviously, when Kobe puts it in, it doesn't work. But we spent 500 bucks. We spent another $100 on the pan. We spent another 80 bucks on the harness. And now we're ready to rock and roll. So, and fluid, obviously. So we're up 700 bucks on that. And obviously we did add-ons. We did tires, wheels. We did a cowl hood. We did put a new windshield on it. We got a spoiler, chin guard, front bumper. Those do not add up to the build. But that is a good rough idea of what everything has costed us so far. And obviously, for what it is, it'll drive. You know, if you want to add the long tubes and the exhaust I put on there, it guy off Marketplace, he wanted 150, or I think they were 150. I think I put it in a video. I might be wrong, but then the other exhaust was like $18 per, and I used like 4 of them. It was cheap. It was efficient. I already had the welder. But for what it is, it's not that bad. And obviously, it's being a V6 Mustang. That is nothing to be proud about, okay? But when they make the same amount of horsepower, and the car's been like 12 years newer, you would think something would be better by now. But if a V8 was as fast as the V6, we'd have problems. They're both NA, okay? And neither one are tuned. But obviously, that's a good point, okay? You spend, say, $15,000, $20,000 typically on a V6. You can get a 5.0 depending on what year for like 18 to 30, and that makes 400 horsepower. I want to put this car up against a Coyote car and see how well it does before we do the tune, before we do the cam, before we do the single turbo setup. Oops. Did I say that? Yeah, we're going single turbo with it. Don't know what size yet. It'll probably come in a couple months, but that's what we're doing. But for what it is, how much we put into it, you know, if we're in it $2,000, $3,000 for the whole swap, I mean, that's pretty good, you know, to make 300 horsepower. And obviously these LS's love to make horsepower when you slap a little cam in it. Slap a little booster nitrous. These things eat it up. I gotta let some steam go, but I got this damn car in front of me. I can't let all these squirrels go. Woohoo! This 5.4 screams! It's always fun driving this thing. But obviously this guy does well. And she's only on some 245, 45. Imagine on some radials at the track. Man, that's gonna be exciting. But, you know, she's just sitting pretty. More to come. Get a couple race videos lined up for it. I wanna see exactly how well it's gonna line up. But she does well, for sure. I hear little Zach in the distance. Woo! He just likes to show off, doesn't he? But don't worry, more to come. We got a whole S550 dash to install. See you guys next one. Peace out.